Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar for today, Visual Search Marketing, how to use imagery and videos to enhance your digital footprint. My name is Patrick. I will be your host for today, and I am joined by Sam Park, an experienced digital marketing strategist here at Surefire Local. Just a couple quick housekeeping items before we get started. In case you are unfamiliar with Surefire Local, our mission is to help you make online marketing easy by providing your business with a next generation platform that is available everywhere you need it across multiple devices and browsers. We provide the software you need to attract customers and grow your profits efficiently, and all from one place. This webinar today is going to be recorded, and you will receive an email later on with a link to the replay as well as the presentation. So please feel free to sit back, relax, and take it all in while you're here. You can engage with us at any time using the questions tab, which you should see in the GoToWebinar control panel. You can also share feedback with us anytime. That's sure. You can email us at marketing@surefirelocal.com. Now, Sam has a fantastic presentation for you today. We will discuss how to stand out online and increase conversions through visual search marketing. Learn the latest strategies and tips to outrank and outshine your competition by optimizing imagery and videos. All right, over to you, Sam.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join us this morning. I'm excited to go over this presentation with all of you. As Ben had mentioned, or as Patrick had mentioned, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the questions box in the GoToWebinar dashboard. The items we'll be going over today: the latest Google trends on how imagery and videos can enhance your digital footprint, tips for optimizing your images and videos to outrank the competition, and finally, strategies for how to use imagery and videos in your marketing to outshine that competition. The latest Google trends on how imagery and videos can enhance your digital footprint. And it's a fact. Everybody wants to get found on Google, right? That's how you generate inquiries, leads, to convert into revenue. So how do we get there? You'll want to optimize your digital footprint by doing the following things: creating content, managing your website, claiming your listings, running paid ads, and there are plenty of other strategies. Now, the good news here is that at Surefire, I'm assuming for most of you who are joining this webinar, we help you with a lot of this heavy lifting. So in your next meeting with your digital marketing strategist, feel free to ask them these questions and have them go over some of these items with you if you want to dive deeper into them. What a lot of people don't realize, it's about more than just Google search. Now, this is a very important statement right here. It's about more than just Google search. SEO is more than just a website or even just Google. It's multi-touch. It's about everywhere you exist online. Are you actively staying engaged and utilizing the tools that are available to you? Your customer's journey spans across dozens of channels and devices. Outside of Google search, Google Images and YouTube are the largest search engines. Why is that? We now live in a society where people would rather watch a video or look at an infographic than read, pages of information. So visual content plays a major role in your customer's journey. Your customers will first look at photos or videos that answer their questions and solve their problems. And they might read something you've written. As an example, on YouTube, Rachel notices the pipe in her kitchen sink is leaking. What does she do? She goes on YouTube and looks for a do-it-yourself option or how to fix option. And Kyle has to get eyeglasses for the first time, so he searches on Google Images to compare different brands and styles. For the home improvement industry, these homeowners are going to be investing tens of thousands of dollars into their home improvement project. So they're going to be wanting to look at related projects that you have completed for past customers. Imagery positively impacts all areas of your business. Why? Our brains process imagery 60,000 times faster than text. 90% of the information transmitted to the human brain is visual. Using images has increased revenue by 17% per visitor. Adding a smile on a photo has increased sales by 10%. Switching to real photos from stock photos increased lead signups by 45%. And finally, using the right colors increased opt-ins by 132%. Now, Google's AI, their artificial intelligence, is beginning to understand content within an image without you providing any description. So for any of you who have a mobile device with Google Lens, this is a prime example of that. This is an example of Google, or of uploading a picture to Google and Google returning what the picture is about. The picture's file name is nondescript and there's no descriptive caption. Google just knows by just analyzing that image. But ultimately understand that Google is not always perfect. Google is 91% sure this is a picture of cheese, what you're seeing right here, when it's really a picture of butter. This is why it's necessary to do everything you can to optimize your visual content. Why is using imagery and videos in your marketing so important? As I had mentioned before, society now, users now are more visual than anything else. So it's important because number one, it grabs attention quickly. It's a way to differentiate your brand from others. And it communicates a message instantly. It also helps you build brand cohesion, establish credibility and trust. Images and videos also evoke emotions and storytelling. It helps inspire action and make sense of selling easier. And one of the most important things is it helps increase engagement. So this is a golden opportunity. Photos and videos can have a tremendous impact on your ability to get found online and help you jump ahead of your competitors. Those that stand out here will have a leg up already as a person moves along the customer journey because they'll have made that initial connection already. Now, we don't want you to feel intimidated at all. It might seem like a big project to get all this content together and to publish it and push it live out into the world, but it's about taking baby steps, whether it's through social media, through advertising, or optimizing your website with new project images, or even GeoJuice. All these little actions eventually help drive that needle in the right direction. And the more and more you do these things, the easier it will become. And once again, you have an assigned account manager or a digital marketing strategist to help you plan these items and put them into action. Part 2, tips for optimizing your images and videos to outrank the competition. Aligning images with copy can boost revenue by 108%. That's 108%. Choose the right format. While there are many image formats to choose from, the PNG and JPEG are the most common for the web. Now, the PNG format, it produces better quality images, but comes with a larger file size. JPEG, you may lose some image quality, but you can adjust the quality level to find a good balance. Compress and size your images. According to HTTP Archive, images account for on average 21% of a total website's weight. Now that's a web page weight. So compressing your images before uploading to your website will help reduce that weight. Ideally, you'll want to reduce the image file size without removing the quality. Strive for an actual file size of 100 KB or less. So helpful tools, Photoshop, Tiny PNG, WordPress Smush, Google PageSpeed. These will all give you additional guidance on how to best kind of compress the size of your images. And once again, we at Surefire, we're here to help guide you through this process and even help you with some of this heavy lifting. Create unique images and videos. Stock photos can make your website look unoriginal, so whenever possible, don't use them. And the reason for that is we want to be using images that are unique to your brand. Stock photos are used by hundreds of, if not thousands of other companies around the world. So when Google's bots are calling your website, they're seeing the image that they're seeing on hundreds and thousands of other websites that are floating around out there. Now, when it comes to specific glamour shots that you want on a homepage, for example, it's okay to use a stock image. But when it comes to your gallery, related service pages, you want to be using images that are authentic and unique to your brand. Even the best optimized stock photos won't be as effective as an original high-quality image that you and your company have created. The more original pictures you have, the better experience for the user and the better your odds are of ranking on relevant searches. Be strategic with file naming. Use descriptive keyword-focused names. Image file names alert Google and other search engine crawlers as the subject matter of the image. Which do you think Google finds more helpful in determining what the image is of? So if you're looking here, this is of an optometry practice. So do you think they'll find more value in that file name with the image with that serial number, or with those keywords that are inputted? Why this is important? This all falls under that structured data component. Google ultimately is the largest filing system in the world. So when your information for your company that's floating out in the world is structured correctly and filed correctly, it's easier for them to pull that folder and hand to a user when they're asking a specific question. Include basic SEO building blocks. All of your basic on-page SEO factors like metadata, title, description, header tags, copy on the page, structured data, etc., affects the way Google ranks your images. Now, we would not expect every one of you to fully understand this and do these things yourselves. So the good news is you have help, you have support. Your account managers and your strategists here at Surefire will help guide you through that and help you apply these best practices until you fully understand and see that big picture and how all these pieces fit together. So we're here to help you with that. Google extracts information about the subject matter of the image from the content of the page, including captions and image titles. Wherever possible, make sure images are placed near relevant text and on pages that are relevant to the image subject matter. So this is an example right here that you're seeing on the screen. This here is what lives below the actual site, some of the codes that you're not going to understand, but it'll show you exactly what Google will be crawling. Write SEO-friendly metadata, schema markup. You can add relevant tag badges on the thumbnails and mobile image search results and provide more information at first glance. Same with alt text. If the image fails to load for any reason, people will know what the image is supposed to be by reading the alt text. And that's what you're seeing in this highlighted section here. So this would be of a Dalmatian puppy playing, for example. Make your images and videos mobile friendly. Majority of users who are engaged online now are searching from their mobile device. So it's important that your website, images, videos are extremely mobile friendly. Utilize responsive images, meaning the image will scale with the size of the site, whether the person is using a desktop computer, smartphone, or even a tablet. Add images and videos to your website sitemap. Having your images in the sitemap greatly increases the chances of search engines crawling and indexing your images, thus results in more site traffic. If you're using a platform like WordPress, check out SEO sitemap plugin from Yoast. Now here's what Google says about image sitemaps. Images are an important source of information about the content on your site. You can give Google additional details about your images and provide the URL of images we might not otherwise discover by adding information to an image sitemap. Part 3, strategies for using imagery in videos in your marketing to outshine the competition. Now this is where it gets exciting. 62% of younger searchers prefer visual search to all other types of searches. Ways to use imagery and videos to outshine the competition. Social proof. Showcase your customers and how your business can make their lives better. Now, this can be told in many different ways, whether it's through testimonials, whether it's through like a time-lapse video or project being completed. Storytelling is powerful. Create content that is relevant and relatable to prospects. You understand your customer base better than anybody else, what their pain points are, what they're looking for, the questions that they're going to have. Emotion. Tap into emotions through your visuals to drive action. Whether it's might be a need that's a project that's needed right away. And if you have a promotion that you can offer, there's going to be ways for you to really tap into your prospect's emotion to make sure they're converting to be your customer. And finally, brand. Create an engaged brand with a consistent style to build trust. Strategies for using your imagery and videos to outshine your competition. So once again, it's about your entire digital footprint. You don't just have a website, you don't just exist on social media, it's about everywhere you exist. So it's about really engaging in all these different avenues, whether it's your website, your Google My Business listing, social media, content through blog posts, your local directories, paid advertising, and also YouTube. On your website, product and service images should be a focal point of your website because once again, people are extremely visual. So for homepage, about us, services, area we serve, gallery, it's going to be good to continuously optimize your images. Use imagery and videos of your team and company to build your brand. At the end of the day, the products and services are the same. So what sets your team apart from others? Whether you're in healthcare or home improvement or any other industry, when there's a potential new prospect or client who's considering working with your company, they want to see who they'll be working with and the type of work that you do together as a team. Google My Business. Now, this is your lifeline to Google. If your business is not listed on Google, it's going to be almost impossible for someone who's looking for a specific service or an answer to find you. So optimizing Google My Business is going to be extremely important. Uploading images and videos directly to your Google My Business listing to display more content, it's going to be extremely important because as you know, when you're personally using Google, if you've ever clicked on that image tab in the search bar, you're going to see a lot of images tied to that search, whether it's a restaurant, a hotel, a plumber, whatever it might be. When you click on that image tab, you're going to see a lot of the images pull up that are associated with that search or even that brand that you're connecting with. So publishing GMB posts and optimizing a GMB listing gives you that extra boost in visibility and engagement. It also signals to Google that you're offering relevant information to their users, which is all they care about, is their users. So the more and more you are engaged in your Google My Business listing and optimizing and really utilizing these tools that are available to you, you're signaling to Google, hey, look over here. And their confidence level in you as a company, as a brand, it goes up. So when someone's asking that question, roof replacement near me, eyeglasses near me, Google's automatically looking at you and saying, these are the right people to connect to our user. Social media. Now, social media up until recently has not been a medium where a lot of companies, specifically in certain industries, found much value. But as platforms like Facebook become local search giants, search engines like Google are also looking at your presence on social media. The most important channel for building an engaging brand is social media. Why? As I had mentioned before, a lot more users in any demographic, any age group, they're going to social media to look for specific services. They're even going onto social media to look at news. Sharing educational content to help your customers on social media is a great way to reach out to a wider audience as well. While also showing your employees, families, customers, and your local community, social media is a great way to really get the creative juices flowing. And it's a great way to engage with that audience, in a way that you may not have even thought of before, whether it's a project you're currently working on, attending a specific type of community event or a trade show. Adding these images and videos is a great way to help increase engagement, ultimately directing people to your brand and nurturing that customer base. Blogs. So search optimized content. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Why force someone to read something when they can instantly get the message you're trying to convey with an image or video? Utilizing the blog and content section in your website is a great way to increase engagement, not just from an SEO value with keywords and key phrases, but using videos and images. So the best way to do this would be to engage within your YouTube channel and upload a specific a project that you're working on, or it could be someone simply sitting in front of a camera and answering a frequently asked question and publishing live on your site. Local directory listings. Now remember, it's about your entire digital footprint. So optimizing your local directories, whether it's Yelp, Nextdoor, Yellow Pages Online, City Search, it's going to be extremely important. Just like you're optimizing your Google My Business listing with images and videos, there are a lot of other local directories who accept these images as well. So the more listings you have, the greater the visibility. Therefore, the more listings you have, the more you want to stay engaged in all of them as well. The good news is that the Surefire Local Marketing Platform is your central hub. So you can stay engaged across all these local directories. You're not going to have to log into them individually. You're going to be able to do them from one command center, and that's a marketing platform. The more content you can add to your listings, like images, videos, business info, reviews, etc., the better they're at in attracting attention and generating new customer inquiries. Paid advertising. Now remember, paid advertising comes in many forms, whether it's your Google pay-per-click campaigns, Google PPC, Facebook. There's going to be a lot of different ways to do online advertising. Now remember, it's an investment. It's not going to be an expense. It's not about, what can we be doing now? What do we need to do? It's about what more can we be doing when we're seeing growth, and paid ads is one of them. So your ads have a split second to capture someone's attention as they scroll through feeds on Google, Facebook, Instagram, Bing, and various platforms. So the best way to capture attention quickly is with images and videos. That's the easiest way to captivate a user's interest. Oftentimes, people won't even read your ad or that ad copy. They'll look at the visual and make the decision based solely on that. Are they seeing a promotion? Are they seeing captivating content that are going to make them want to engage with your brand? YouTube. Short, unscripted videos tend to see the most engagement. Focused on a single concept or an idea, authentic and real. Now, you may think having a YouTube channel may not be relevant to you and your company, but believe me, it is. It's a great way for you to not just be an industry leader, give advice as an expert. It's a great way to have users, especially the younger demographic, continue to stay engaged with your brand and to have your brand more sticky when it comes to hitting the web. So it could be like an informational video. It could be a project completed video. It could be you offering advice or tips and guidance, just like we do with you. So the more and more you have relevant information to present to users, the more and more they will remember your brand. So when that time comes, months down the line, when they need a specific service, guess who they're going to be thinking of? They're going to be remembering you. So here's a recap. Number one, create and share visual content to extend your local reach and be as accessible as possible on Google. Number two, be strategic in how you use your visual content. Details are everything. And finally, use imagery and videos to clearly display your USP against competitors. This was a lot of information to digest. Now remember, the majority of you on this webinar have an assigned digital marketing strategist. So these are going to be items you're going to want to kind of have them address. And over time, you're going to have ideas that pop up in your mind. You're going to be thinking creatively. Don't hesitate to pick their brains. Ask them, how should I present this? How should I do this? Where should I use these images or videos? And they're going to provide that coaching and guidance that you're going to want.
All right. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much for taking us through all those strategies and tips. There was a ton to unpack there, and you have shared a lot of great insights. I'd like to take this opportunity to offer everyone on today's webinar the chance to learn a little bit more about Surefire Local and how we can help you and your business make all of this easier. You'll see a poll appear on your screen shortly. Let us know if you would like to join a one-on-one call with one of our experts to see what it's like to run your marketing on an all-in-one platform. If you're just not ready yet, or you're already a customer, that's okay. Either way, we're just glad you took time to spend with us today. And if you're interested, please reach out and we'll get in touch with you after this webinar with the next steps. This is a great opportunity to explore how an all-in-one marketing platform that uses AI learning, not found anywhere else, can give you complete visibility into your marketing, transparency of ROI, and make it really simple and easy to build your digital footprint and grow your business profitably. All right. Well, I guess as we say goodbye, I want to take this opportunity to thank Sam again for hosting today's webinar. And a huge thank you, of course, to all of you for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We hope to see you again soon back here on future webinars. And if you think of any questions after you watch the replay, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at any time. You can email us at marketing@surefirelocal.com. Please feel free to check out our website. We have a vast library of free resources available to you. And that's a wrap. Well, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. Take care.